is so exciting. I have somebody so amazing. She's an inspiring influencer. She's been on Rob Sperry, Fraser Brooks. She's working with Eric Worre. I mean, she's just an amazing person. I had the opportunity to meet her 3 years ago, and I just wanted to bring you a little bit of sunshine, and I want to bring her on. We're going to only have 30 minutes with her. It's going to fly by. So I'm going to give her the floor here. What I'm going to do real quick is I did just a little video of her and showing what a sunshine she is. And then I'll introduce you to Shayo. On top of the world. My secret is I just smile and say, live for today. Oh, I did to cut that short. Shayo, I just love you. Thank you so much for being here. You're such a, every day I look forward to your post and just your light and sunshine, and just the world needs to see how beautiful you are. You're just an amazing person. So I just want to give the floor to you. There's a lot of people that need to hear your message of hope and disparity. And I'm a little bit older than you, I believe. So I'm 50. I'm going to be 55. Right. So I got your little beat. But, it's just nice to know that people got it at a younger age than I did. So I'm just trying to share hope here and love and laughter. And you've got twists and turns and laughter. So I'm giving you the floor, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for inviting me. It's been an amazing few years that we've been connected. I remember we met at one of our company events, old company events, years and years ago. And it was, well, not when I say years and years, not that long ago. It was just a few years ago.
Three.
It was just 3 years ago. Right?
We've gone through a lot, girlfriend, since then. But that you need those stepping stones, right?
Absolutely.
And if we didn't take the journey, I mean, you came all the way, traveled to New York City, and I came just from little Montana, and we were friends forever. We don't have to speak every day, and it's just love. So, so go ahead and share your story.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. And I love the person that you are. I see your light, your love. I see how you celebrate people. I see how you love on people. And I read your posts and I'm like, wow, this girl's got so much love to give, so much light. And, the world is a better place because of you. And thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for, connecting people. Thank you for bringing on people that have a great message for others, right? Just to make this world a better place, just to have, share a little bit of love, a little bit of hope, and let people know that they're not alone on whatever journey they may be going through. So thanks for having me this afternoon. And to everybody joining us, love you, girl. To everyone joining us, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this live. My name is Shayo Alofe. I am a mom of 3. I live in the United Kingdom. I was born and raised in Nigeria. And so as some of you may or may not know, Nigeria is burning right now. We have some, it's a sad time in our country at the moment. So if you are the praying type, please say a word of prayer for Nigeria. Let's pray for our youth, for our leaders. And let's just hope that what has happened this time around will lead to the change that we so much need in that country. But I moved to the United Kingdom in 2002, basically to start a family. I had hopes. I had dreams like every little girl would. And one of my dreams was I would meet the man of my dreams, and I would get married and have a beautiful family, and life would be, great. And all my dreams would come true. But mine didn't quite happen that way. Yeah, I met the person I thought would be the love of my life, right? We met in university back in Nigeria. We came to the United Kingdom together. We got married. And we started our lives, had kids, and but things went right from the beginning. Hello, Nina. Hey, Mrs. Mora. How you doing? It's been ages.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say she's gonna be on Monday, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have a blast. You'll have to come on when she's on. Okay, so back to your story.
Right. Nice to see you, Mrs. Mora. Right. So, my marriage wasn't what I thought it would be. Right. I stayed in that marriage for 13 years. I shouldn't have stayed. I shouldn't even have gotten married to this person because I was abused from even before the marriage started. But for whatever reason, I thought that I was his Messiah. I thought I was going to help him. I thought I was going to support him and help him get rid of his demons and be the be the best version of who he was destined to be. But it didn't happen that way. I finally learned that nobody can change somebody else. Only you can change you, and that is if you do see that you need to change. But I didn't know that. So from the very beginning, I stayed in there for 13 years, had kids. I was raising my kids in a very dysfunctional environment. There was a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. There was always constant yelling, toxicity in the home. I wasn't happy. And you can imagine as a child, this was my greatest dream. This was what I longed for the most. But this was the thing that eluded me. I didn't have the happy home that I thought I was going to have. So I had to find another place to direct my love, my energy, my passion. I had to find somewhere else or something else that would affirm me, that would make me feel that my time on earth was still important, that I had something to give to other people. And so I found business. I found the network marketing industry. And I love the fact that in network marketing, you could become whatever you want to become. I love the fact that they say network marketing is actually personal development with compensation plan attached. You become a great person if you're really building your network marketing business. You learn, you develop into a better version of you, because you cannot succeed until you become better. You cannot attract better until you become better yourself. And so that industry allowed me to grow. It allowed me to start seeing things a little bit differently. And I poured my heart out to my businesses, to my team members, to my family. And I've been in the industry for 10 years now, full time. And with the companies I've been with, I've done really well in all the companies, always one of the top leaders in all the companies. And I believe it's because I didn't have a choice. Something had to work in my life, right? If my marriage wasn't working, which was the thing I wanted the most, something had to work. So I had to figure that thing out, and I had to put everything in me towards my businesses, and they all worked, and I'm grateful for that. And they've helped me have this beautiful lifestyle that I have right now. When it was time for me to walk away from that marriage, I could do that easily because I had become self-sufficient. I had become financially independent. I knew that I didn't have to rely on anybody else to feed myself or feed my children. I could take care of all my expenses and things like that. So I'm thankful for the network marketing industry for giving me that lifeline, so to speak. And so today I share my story openly. I share my story with people. I let people know that your past does not have to define you. You can become whatever you choose to become. There is a miracle in your mouth. There is a word of hope inside of you. We all need to open our mouths and begin to talk. There are people that need to hear your story so they can be delivered from the hell they are in. I learned that whatever it is we go through or we've been through was not really for us. Not really for us, right? So you've been through it. You've learned your lesson. What are you going to do with it? I learned that you've gone through the pain, then make that pain worth something, right? Make it
Absolutely.
worthwhile. Turn it around and use it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you could save somebody from going through what you did.
Yeah,
But you know what I've learned, especially for everything I've been through in life? What I've learned is it's helped me to be more empathetic to other people.
yeah,
And that is such a blessing and such a
absolutely.
gift,
Yeah.
especially the fact that I realize, you know, when we're kids, we can be just cruel little kids and we can be mean and we can say things that are so awful. But you know what? That comes back to you. And then
Mm,
it humbles you when it comes back to you. You have a new perception. And
mm.
so I feel like people don't understand that you could swallow up in that pain, but you got to own that pain. You had
Oh,
a part of it. You
yeah,
had a part of it.
yeah.
And if you want to act like a baby and a victim and not realize that you had something to do with that, and you don't turn that crap around, let me tell you, it ain't gonna, at 55, I know a little something about the subject.
Right.
But again, I didn't speak up. I didn't have a voice for a very long time. I lost my singing voice, so I said, God, I want my voice. But I realized my voice is talking now because I couldn't talk then. And
Yeah.
so when I see you and I see that, you know, it took me 26 years to realize I didn't have to be married to stand on my own, but yours 13. It's kind of funny that there's, half the time, maybe that's why I'm inspired, because you were smart. You didn't stay around longer than I did, because I'm from the old school, you get married, you
Right.
stay married, that
Exactly.
kind of thing, or you get shamed.
Yeah.
So the generation X is kind of after the baby boomer stuff, and
Hmm.
and so that's why you saying that after you got married and it didn't work out and you realized you could sustain yourself,
Hmm.
then you seem to have taken what you have tragically seen as what was against you realize that's why people don't understand self-development. They don't realize, every before self-development, you think it's everybody else's problem. It's everybody else in the world. And
Hmm.
then the self-development, because I know people say network marketing and self-development, what's this? It's like a cult. It's like, you're not a Christian anymore, but they don't understand. They don't realize that you're looking at, look, I got to be humble and atoned that I had a part in that breakage of marriage, and this
Yeah.
and that. I mean, we provoke things, we do things.
Yeah.
So I just want you to talk now about how you changed your whole mindset and your vision boards, and
Mhm.
how you probably thought at first all these people are crazy doing this stuff, right? I think that's the magic here. I want everybody to realize that you finally got out of your own way and you did it anyways, right?
That's right, absolutely. From a very young age, I'd always had a dream to become an entrepreneur, and I didn't know where that came from because my parents were both academics. They lectured at university, so I grew up in an academic environment. Go to school, get your degrees, get a second degree, get a master's, third degree. Well, I didn't do any of those. I was just okay with my first degree, but I grew up in that kind of environment where that was what we talked about. But from a very young age, I had always been entrepreneurial and I didn't know where it came from. I just knew that I wanted to do business. And I remember I probably was about 8 or 10. My father's friend, a professor, came to visit and, we were chatting and I said to me, Shaya, what would you like to do when you grow up? I said, I would love to be a businesswoman. And I thought, what? At that time in Nigeria, being a businesswoman was something you looked down on. It wasn't something big. It wasn't a prestigious thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they both looked at me and thought, what's gotten over this girl? But anyway, I remember that very clearly. That was years and years ago. But I went to university, studied economics, started working. I worked in a bank in Nigeria before I came to the United Kingdom. I did some corporate UK, worked in project management, customer services, just different things like that. But I just didn't have the time I'd always wanted with my family. I'd always pictured, this, having time freedom, doing whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to do it. I'd always seen myself as a mom that would take the kids to school, bring them back from school, take them for all their after school activities. That was what I saw. That was a picture I saw growing up. But here was I, and that wasn't happening. Instead, I had nannies living with us to take care of the kids. And I didn't want that. And I remember sitting at my desk one day and I typed in work from home because I thought there has to be a way to work from home. So I just went on Google and typed in work from home.
Father Google.
Yeah, Uncle Google, right? I saw a lot of things come out about working from home. I thought, really? Is there any such thing as that? You know? And I started clicking one link after the other, one link after the other, and I joined a lot of things that year. Just put money at it. None of it worked, but that was what led me to network marketing. Yeah, but it opened the door, it opened my mind, and I got into the industry and I started seeing people, ordinary people, that changed their lives within, a short space of time. For a few years, 5 years, 10 years, totally, completely turned around from what they used to be to where they were now. And I was looking at those people and thought, if they can do that, I can too. They don't have two heads, right? If they can do those things, I can as well. And I realized, yeah, go on.
So when did you realize I'm not going to fake it, but I'm going to make it? When did you step up?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because that's the juicy part.
I know.
Because you when you start, you're just faking it till you make it. Because you're like, I don't know what these people are on that they're doing.
Yeah, for years. For the interesting thing about my story though was my very first company 10 years ago. I did exceptionally well in that company. I actually earned my first figures in my first company, my first 6 figures in my first company. So that is unusual. It doesn't happen like that. But for me, it did. My first ever experience in this industry, I did well, right? So that actually set my belief in the network marketing industry. I knew this thing worked. I knew that you just need to find the right company,
right,
at the right time, and get busy and get building, right?
Absolutely.
But at that time, it wasn't the norm. What happened 10 years ago was an exception to the rule. But at the time, I didn't realize that. At the time, I thought, oh, I was great. I was all that. I could do it over and over and over again. I soon realized that no, it just happened. You joined a company that was in momentum. Like you joined at the right time, and after about a year in that company, I came to realize that no, you've got your development level has to match your level of income. If it doesn't match it, your income is going to go back down to your level of development. And so I began to work on myself. That Shayo, if you're going to sustain the 6-figure thing that you've experienced, then you have to become a 6-figure person. Your mentality has to be the mentality of a 6-figure earner. And so how do you do that? How do you develop yourself to have a mentality of a 6-figure earner? Well, mentors, they shorten the process for you, right? They've been there, they've done that. They've got the t-shirt, right? So find yourself the right mentor, learn from them, follow them, do whatever it is they're doing that has worked for them, do it. You would help yourself get to your goals faster. You would not make the same mistakes they made. And so it shortens your journey. So that was one of the things I started doing after about 7 years in the industry. It took me 7 years.
We're keeping it real.
Yeah, it took me 7 years before I finally decided. Well, actually, 6 years. It was 2016, really, beginning of 2016, that I found myself a mentor and someone I worked with for a year, and that changed my business completely.
I know after 2017, things really changed. I can say that.
Absolutely, yeah. So 2016 was when I met this person, and we worked together for a year, and then we came to the company where you and I met. Yeah. And then we didn't stay there for too long. He didn't stay for long. I stayed for about a year, and then I went on. But what I had learned from him in that 2016 to 2017 that I worked with him is what has helped me since then. And it's just it's shortened my journey. The change I've seen between 2016 and now in terms of growth, expansion, what is happening on the team is incredible. It can only happen because of the mentors that I've had. So he was one, but since then I got so many other people. I have a lot of mentors. They don't even know who I am. They don't know I exist, but they're my mentors. I'm following them. I'm learning from them. I'm reading everything.
You're one of my mentors. Your inspiration.
Wow, that's an honor. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So that would help. And that was, so back to your question, at what time did I decide to change and, do the right thing to get me the result I wanted? It was 2016. That was when I decided to get a mentor and really get serious with this thing.
Well, I'm just so proud of you because I have seen your growth. With that, your light shines from here to New York, Montana, everywhere. I just love you. And to me, what's really important is you don't treat anybody less than who they are. And that's something that I love to do too. It's something that will get you further in life.
Yeah.
And you must have shared this on your page because I think these are some of your friends and
African names, right?
Yeah. So, I'm just, that's what's the great thing about it's. Yes, look at that. Your light shines. I am blessed to call you my sister, my friend. I just started this show, but let me tell you, I'd love to have you back again in panels and stuff. And I'm picking the people that, because at the beginning you always remember those people. And to me, I'll always laugh because like right now my green screen's messing up and I'm invisible. Like if I do something, and it's okay because I can look back and go, oh my gosh, that was hideous. So I want to build and get better as my shows go along. So of course, the bottom line is your message is so amazing, and we can live and we can love and we can laugh and let go all these things so that we can make more. I forget who said it, but most of the time, I think it was Glenn Morshower actually, but the fact is that when you go ahead and you are, you listen to all this stuff and all this negative stuff stays in and it never leaves you, And so you got to be careful of what you're feeding yourself because it's going to come out, it's going to come out like a zit. When it pops, it's going to pop,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm intentional about the people I allow in my space. I'm intentional about who speaks to me, who has access to me. I don't make myself accessible to a lot of people. Yes, people see me on Facebook. Yes, I'm all over, funny, jovial, I'm that person. I post, a lot of people comment and, I have that kind of whatever. But when the people that can talk to me and impact my life, they're not that many. And that's intentional because
that's why I'm honored. I'm honored because I'm on your friends list. I'm one of your friends. And that means so much to me, honestly.
You are an amazing person, Lynn, and you're the kind of person I intentionally would want to have around me. And so, yes, I do have a lot of friends and things on Facebook, but when it comes to the people that really talk to me and I listen to and I take in what they say, that not many people, because I guard my mind, because that's my greatest treasure. That's my greatest asset. I guard my mind. I guard what goes in because that is what creates, right?
Absolutely.
And so, what we see on the outside comes from the inside.
Absolutely.
And so if what is on the inside is not right, then what is coming on the outside is not going to be right. And so I'm going to be careful what goes on the inside, where all those thoughts and feelings come from. And so it's important to guard your heart. Guard your heart.
Do you have a follow button on your page or not? You got to get that follow button because I think I looked and it wasn't there.
I do.
Oh, okay. Maybe because I'm your friend, I don't see it, but I want everybody to follow you because, if I talk to them, I want them to be in the right mind and you can help me with that, But like they say, you surround yourself by the 5 most, impactful people or what you see on your feed, and so I love this shady person, Sadie. She seems like, that's how you say, I'm sorry.
Sadie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sadie.
Don't worry about it, Lynn. It's okay.
Oh my God.
I understand. That's
Oh,
right.
it's been so. So who are some of the people that inspire you?
Wow. Hmm. Oprah, Michelle Obama. In our industry, Fraser Brooks,
Oh,
Eric Worre,
I,
Roxbury.
oh,
They are my, they are my people. Those three people are my people right now.
you know, Rob Sperry came and did my show, and he was just amazing. I'll have to repost that interview. He's just such a genuine. He too
Yeah,
treats everyone the same, and
absolutely. Yes.
that's the key. I just hope people realize and take away that, if you're a good person and that resonates, you can make and open up these doors. And like I said, the fact that you took time out, and I want everybody to send out prayers for your daughter. You guys don't realize this, but she's taking time to do this, and she's going to be leaving here to go be with her daughter. So I pray that she's going to be okay,
Thank
and
you.
that everything goes well and Nigeria does well. And again, that goes to show what a loving, caring person you were, to keep your commitment, being here on time. And I just, this means a lot to me. So, God bless. I love you.
I love
Um,
you. Thank
Before we go, though, I have to play that little clip of video again because it's so damn cute of us.
you.
And it's going to end up being in my, when I start, instead of 30 seconds eventually, I'm going to have those things showing.
Cool.
So I'm going to play that, and I'm going to thank everybody for being here. We cut it short, but she promised she'll be back someday.
Yes, ma'am.
Popular demand. I love you so much.
Love you too.
Okay,
Thank
so you stay on after this plays, okay?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. On top of the world. On top of the world. I'm sitting on top of the world, on top of the world. On top of the world. People ask me what my secret is, I just smile